We believe that what we see on the silver screen is pure fabrication, a product of imagination designed to frighten us for a fleeting moment. But what if the boundary between fiction and reality is more permeable than we think? What if the most chilling stories are not written, but lived, buried in classified reports, whispered in police stations, and echoed in the halls of abandoned homes, lie the seeds of our worst nightmares? These are the truths that cinema borrows, the echoes of events so strange they had to be real. Number 5. The Amityville Horror. The story is infamous. A family moves into their dream home on Long Island, only to be driven out by a malevolent presence. The film portrays swarms of flies, oozing walls, and demonic voices, but before Hollywood there was a real house and a real tragedy. In 1974, Ronald DeFeo Jr. took the lives of his entire family within its walls. A year later, the Lutz family moved in, reporting inexplicable cold spots, strange odors, and a feeling of profound unease that drove them away in just 28 days. While skeptics debate the details, the core of the story remains. A house steeped in a dark history became a canvas for paranormal claims, blurring the line between a documented crime and a supernatural haunting that continues to captivate and terrify. Number 4. The Exorcist. The film shocked the world with its depiction of a young girl's demonic possession. The spinning head, the levitation, it all seemed like horrifying fantasy. But director William Friedkin based his script on a very real case from 1949. A 14-year-old boy, known only by the pseudonym Roland Doe, began experiencing strange phenomena after the passing of his aunt. Scratches appeared on his body, furniture moved on its own, and he spoke in a guttural voice, displaying a violent aversion to sacred objects. Priests documented dozens of exorcism rites performed over several months, reporting inexplicable events that mirrored the film's most terrifying scenes. The official records were sealed by the church, leaving a mystery that suggests some evils are not born in a writer's room, but in the shadows of our own world. Number 3. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. The image of a chainsaw-wielding maniac in a mask of human skin is an icon of horror. While the film's plot is fictional, its central villain, Leatherface, draws his essence from a real-life monster, Ed Gein. In the 1950s, authorities in Plainfield, Wisconsin, raided Gein's isolated farmhouse, discovering a house of horrors. They found furniture upholstered in human skin, bowls made from skulls, and masks crafted from the faces of the dead, whom he had exhumed from local cemeteries. Gein didn't use a chainsaw, but his macabre acts of desecration and the psychological profile of a killer living in isolation with his morbid creations provided the chilling blueprint not just for Leatherface, but for countless other cinematic slashers. The truth was a quiet, unassuming man whose private world was a nightmare. Number 2. The Silence of the Lambs. The brilliant cannibalistic psychiatrist Hannibal Lecter is one of fiction's most compelling villains. His real-world inspiration is equally fascinating, though far less known. While writing the novel, author Thomas Harris visited a prison in Mexico to interview a different inmate. There he met a man the warden called Dr. Salazar, a former surgeon imprisoned for murder. This doctor was small, poised, and possessed a chilling ability to analyze the human mind. He had an elegant, eerie stillness, and he even helped Harris understand the psychology of the inmate he was there to see. It was this quiet, intelligent, and deeply dangerous prisoner, a killer who could dissect your soul with a few calm words, that became the foundation for the unforgettable Hannibal Lecter. Number 1. The Conjuring. The story of the Perron family, terrorized by a spectral presence in their Rhode Island farmhouse, launched a cinematic universe. But before the films, there were the case files of Ed and Lorraine Warren. In the 1970s, the Perron family claimed to be tormented by spirits, both harmless and hostile. They reported beds levitating, objects moving, and a sinister entity they believed to be the ghost of a woman named Bathsheba Sherman, who had lived on the property in the 19th century. The Warrens conducted a séance that reportedly ended in chaos, as Carolyn Perron was allegedly possessed. The events were so traumatic that the family's story became a cornerstone of the Warrens' paranormal investigation career, a real-life haunting so detailed and disturbing that it needed little embellishment for the screen. The truth doesn't disappear. It fractures, echoes, and embeds itself in our culture, often hiding in plain sight. The stories we've explored tonight are not just legends. They are shadows cast by real events, real people, and real fear. They remind us that the darkness we see on screen is often a reflection of a darkness that has always been here, waiting in the quiet corners of history. Thank you for joining us.